Let's go ahead and get back into our club controller here, and we're going to go ahead and start filling out our SwingClub method. So this method's going to actually handle swinging our club and then telling our ball that it's time for it to move once we swing far enough. So what we're going to say is float mouse y equals input.getAxis mouse y. So just like we did for our turn club thing there, we're going to do the same for swing club, but this time we're getting the up and down direction instead of the left and right, because our swing is actually going to be controlled by moving our mouse back and then swinging forward. Next up, we're going to say my club, which is that transform variable we added up at the top. We're going to say my club.rotation equals quaternion dot Euler, and then open and close parentheses, my club dot rotation dot Euler angles plus, and then instead of vector3 dot up telling us we want to rotate around the y-axis, we're going to say vector3 dot forward, which is telling us we want to rotate around the z-axis, which will make our club swing back and forth as though we were swinging it with our hands. Now, we're going to say transform dot forward times mouse y times swing speed modifier, just like we did above, but of course mouse y instead of mouse x. Next up, we're going to say if exclamation point ball hit. We need to add our parentheses there because we have a conditional statement. Conditionals get that true or false value, and ball hit is that Boolean we declared up there at the top. So we're going to say if not ball hit, the exclamation point means that the Boolean value is assumed to be the opposite of whatever it is. And if we look at the top, it does say ball hit equals false. So if we put an exclamation point in front of a false value, that makes it true. And that means that this code inside our conditional here will run. We're going to say mouse value plus equals to mouse y. So we're tracking our mouse value by adding whatever our current mouse y is to that float value. Next, we're going to say if mouse value is greater than 0. So what that translates to, oops, helps if I spell mouse value correctly. Oops, that is also not correct. So if we say if mouse value is greater than 0, the only time mouse value will have been greater than 0 is if we've moved our mouse forward past where our mouse was when we pressed the button to swing. So that means that we can pull our mouse as far back as we want and swing back as far as we feel like we need, but we won't actually hit the ball until our mouse is back up to the position it was when we pressed the button. So inside this second conditional, we're going to say ball control dot move ball transform dot forward times mouse y times swing speed modifier. We're going to say ball hit equals true, and then mouse value is going to be set back equal to 0. So that's going to prevent us from having to worry about the ball hitting itself again after we've finished our swing. Once you've got those two conditionals finished up, you can go ahead and save your script.